My name is G.M.B. Gajanayake and my IT number is 19135212. I am the lead of MTIT group assignments. So our group ID is MTIT 020. So this is the cloud computing group assignment. So this is our agenda. So the agenda first one is what is the cloud computing, the second one is deployment types of cloud computing, and the third one is cloud computing service models, and the other thing is like advantage of cloud computing, disadvantages of cloud computing, and the future trends in that cloud computing and leading cloud providers. So the first, what is the cloud computing? The cloud computing is softwares, hardwares, storage, analytics, intelligence. These are the things which they provide to the customers over the internet that we call cloud computing. So actually, what is the cloud platform is? It's like collection of network hardwares or softwares and infrastructure we call as cloud platform. So what is when we using the cloud platform, they provide graphical user interface like GUI, because it's very easy to handle compute resource and cloud resources, cloud services using the cloud provider, which whatever the cloud provider provide GUI, you are using to utilize their services. So it's very easy and it's hide the complexity of cloud infrastructure and the underlying. So when we are at the payment to the cloud environment, we only pay what we utilize. I mean, in the specific time, the specific usage, that usage we are gonna pay for the cloud provider, whatever the cloud provider. That payment method, I mean that payment type we call pay as you go. So AWS also doing pay as you go. Actually Azure Cloud, GCP, AWS, all other doing the pay as you go way. Actually pay as you go pricing method. So yeah, so the history of the cloud, it started in 1960 and 1969, 1970 it's developed. So the 1997 cloud computing is defined by Ramana Chelappa. So in the 2006 Amazon is launched the EC2 and the S3 bucket, I mean simple storage service to the internet. And 2013 it's grown, and 2014 and 15 it's step by step it's developed. So you can see this is the cloud computing revenue as a service. I mean cloud computing as a service, you can see the 2021 2022 it's totally developed. So $9.5 billion at the 2021. So yeah, so what is the this is the deployment types of cloud computing. What are the deployment types of cloud computing? There are three deployment type of cloud computing. The first one is private cloud, the second one is public cloud, the third one is hybrid cloud. The private cloud is actually we purchase physical resources like servers, routers, switches, whatever the which required to host on-prem servers, on-prem data center, we purchase and be hosted in our company or some external place, and we manage our servers, and we are the actually that particular company is the responsible for that infrastructure. So this is we call private cloud, because it's totally we manage everything, we purchase servers and also it's private, and the service and the infrastructures of the private cloud are maintaining on the private network also, so no one can access that through the internet. So what is the public cloud? Public cloud is third-party cloud service, which is provide AWS, Amazon servers, Amazon Web Servers, and GCP, and Microsoft Azure. There's IBM Cloud and Oracle Cloud also. So the public cloud, actually, we are not purchasing any resources and servers and all. We only rent their service, like hardware service, software. There's no actually hardware. We are actually purchasing like service, like servers, storage, machine learning, and application deployments methods. So these are the services we purchase from the cloud provider. So we can use and we can utilize some particular period, and we pay. So those public cloud those public cloud is maintained by the third party cloud provider, like AWS, GCP, Oracle. Those are the companies. So what is the hybrid cloud? The hybrid cloud is simply, I'm saying, it's like public cloud and private cloud. It's connect together and working as a whole different cloud. And actually that hybrid cloud is it's good for some companies, not for I don't know, it's not for everyone, because it's actually in the hybrid cloud the particular company can store their sensitive data into their private cloud, and the other rest of the data can they store in the public cloud. So those are situated in a separate location, but they're together, they're linked. They private and the public cloud. So the combination of public and public cloud, that particular company they can deploy whatever the deployment methods to their environment, their infrastructure. So yeah, this is the three types of deployment of clouds. So I think this images will show clearly what is the public, what is the private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud. You can see the on-premises and internal, they hosted private cloud in there, and the public cloud is hosting somewhere off premises, the third party. It's always managed by third party cloud provider. So these images will clearly understand what is the three types of cloud deployments. So yeah, this is my end. Other rest of the part will covered by other group members. So thank you.
IT 190-98760. I am D.M.S. Dissanayake. There are three cloud computing service models called as SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. IaaS is the infrastructures as a service. This service offers compute architecture and infrastructure. That means it offers all computing resources in a virtual environment, so that multiple users can access them. Resources include data storage, virtualization, servers, and network. IaaS is mainly for system administrators. Amazon EC2 is very good example for IaaS. PaaS is the platform as a service. This service is made up of a programming language execution environment, operating system, uh, a web server, and a database. All of these encapsulate the environment where users can build, compile, and run their programs without worrying of the underlying infrastructure. PaaS is the domain for developer. Amazon Web Services, Elastic Beanstalk, Heroku are some of example for PaaS. SaaS is the software as a service, which is service on demand. That means it pay per use of application software to users. It is also an independent platform. This also does not need to install software on your PC. Also, this is available for multiple end users. Google Docs, Google Gmail, Microsoft Office 365, some of popular SaaS providers. Now we will see what is the XaaS. In addition to the SaaS, PaaS and IaaS, XaaS mainly referred to BaaS and FaaS. BaaS is referred to the backend as a service. Firebase is a very good example for BaaS. FaaS means function as a service, which allows developers to build, calculate, run and manage application package as a function without having to maintain their own infrastructures. And thank you.
My name is Fernando S.D.S.A and my IT number is IT 192000798. And here I am explain what are the advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing. There are several kind of advantages of cloud computing: less capital expenses, performance, speed, reliability, security. These are the some kind of advantages of cloud computing. In less capital expenses, we don't want to invest any kind of data centers or servers before you know how to use them, how we use these data centers or these servers. We only focus how much we use this service, how much we use this cloud service, or you can pay only just when you utilize computer resources. Then about storage space, when you planning to deploy some application, if you buy some small amount of storage, you don't want to worry about that space. You can scale up within few seconds. You can scale up the storage space within few seconds. Or you want to decrease your storage space within few seconds. You don't want to worry about the storage of cloud when you're using cloud computing. Then when it comes to deploy software globally, you can done it within few clicks. You can done within few seconds. You can deploy your application within whole world. You can deploy your software in multiple regions within few seconds, within few clicks. As well as then it comes to performances. The most popular cloud computing services are supported by a global network. You can connect any global network, use secure data centers that are continually upgraded to the latest generation of high performance computing technology. Then it comes to stop wasting money on running servers. You don't want to wasting money for running servers. Instead of heavy labor of racking, stacking, and powering servers, cloud computing allows you to focus on your own client. You don't want to worry about other things. This, when it comes to security, we provide comprehensive set of rules and tools and controls to improve your security level, as well as ensuring that your data, apps, and infrastructure are protected from potential threats. Then when it comes to reliability, the data can be duplicated across several redundant sites, and cloud computing enables those things. We can data backups, disaster recovery, and business continuity easier and less expensive. These are the advantages of cloud computing. When it comes to disadvantages of cloud computing, dependency on required constant internet connections. These are the disadvantages of cloud computing. When it comes to required constant internet connection, without we have any proper internet connection, we can't connect for these services. Unless you have no proper internet connection, you don't get a proper service from that. This is totally depend on the network. These are the one kind of disadvantages by using this cloud computing, because all area don't have any internet connection properly. Independence is one of the most significant downside of cloud computing is the user's dependency on the service provider. It dependent on the service providers. So these are the main disadvantages and advantages of cloud computing. So I'm done with my part and I hand over next.
I am Akalanka M.H.N and my IT number is IT19239644. Here I am start the lecture the topic of future trend in cloud computing, and the first one is increased storage capacity. In current IT industry that cloud computing is very famous technology, and we are expecting in future also the cloud computing may become a most valuable and famous technology in IT industry. So we are expecting the cloud providers would deliver additional data centers at reduced price as a result of the intense competition, and more people in IT industry will able to store data with the help of this opportunity that provided by the cloud computing platforms. And the second one is the second future trend is Internet of Things along with the cloud computing. That Internet of Things also very famous technology currently in IT technology, and that technology is a leading technology since it is constantly involving in real-time data analytics and cloud computing. And there are numerous instances of machine-to-machine communication and data and processes. The third one is enhanced performance of internet. The internet's quality can be improved with the help of the Internet of Things, and we can save data in the cloud with the use of IoT and cloud computing for further analysis and improved performance. So here I mentioned three main future trends in cloud computing, and we move on. And here I mentioned four leading cloud providers currently in IT industry. The first one is I mentioned Amazon Web Services, and second one is Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform, and finally IBM Cloud. Here I have mentioned several services that main cloud computing platform provide. For the compute, AWS provide Elastic Cloud Compute and Azure Virtual Machine and GCP Cloud Compute Engine. For the app hosting, AWS provide Elastic Beanstalk and Azure Cloud Services, GCP App Engine, and serverless computing, AWS provide AWS Lambda, Azure Functions, and GCP Cloud Functions. And container supports, AWS provide ECS EKS containers, and Azure provide AKS container service, and GCP Kubernetes engine. And file storage, S3 storage service provide from the AWS, Azure provide Azure storage, and GCP provide cloud storage. And block storage, AWS provide Elastic block storage, and Azure blob, and GCP persistent disk. Likewise, you can view several services that provided from the AWS, Azure, and GCP. And here we are referred links, and you can go through that link and add the knowledge about the cloud computing. And definitely that cloud computing become a most famous main technology in future. So you can go through this link and get more details about the cloud computing platforms and the cloud computing. That's all about the lectures, and thank you.